We are continuing to explore the River Arts District in Asheville, North Carolina. But before we do, how about a walk down memory lane? If you're hankering for a taste of nostalgia and you want unlimited entertainment for just $17, the Pinball Museum in downtown Asheville, with 75 vintage machines, classic video games, and gaming memorabilia, will more than satisfy your craving. Who can resist the old-timey sounds, flashing lights, high-velocity action, and the thrill when the winning bells ring? It is a museum/amusement center, and we loved that you can learn something while having a ton of fun. Another way to have fun is to take a class on flame work glass. Yes, it rhymes on purpose. And where better to take it than the North Carolina Glass Center in the River Arts District. So Candace, you have been on the board of the North Carolina Glass Center, and now you are here as the executive director.
That's correct.
So what caused the change?
Well, we formed as a nonprofit about 9 years ago. And I think about a year into that journey, I was asked to join the board. And I previously did not have a lot of experience with glass art and was getting to know the area still. I was a more recent transplant. But really had fallen in love with the various craft communities in this region.
And there are many.
There are many, glass and ceramics and wood and metals. And glass is one of the biggest. There are hundreds of glass artists in this region. The mountains just north of us are rich with silica, which is a kind of quartz that's used to make glass. And lots of folks have settled here and opened studios. And this place is a nonprofit that serves as a resource for glass artists to come in and use the equipment at a low cost. And so there was a need for it at the time, and I've always been an arts advocate, have worked with a lot of education and museum programming, and it seemed like a natural fit for me to come in and get to know this organization and support it through board volunteer work. We reached a point after the pandemic when folks were traveling to the Asheville area, and we realized we needed to expand in this location. And so at that time, I decided to roll off the board and take over as the executive director and kind of see that future planning that we had. We just opened a second location in the town of Black Mountain, which is about 20 minutes east of Asheville. And that's primarily our education center where artists can come in and do classes and
workshops. And do some people that they're not artists, they just come in and say, I just want to, put the glass in the hot kiln.
Absolutely. And that's probably the most fun part of coming to the River Arts District, is having hands-on opportunities like that. So our studios are full on the weekends with folks wanting to come in and just do quick 30-minute experiences, or maybe if they have time, take a longer class with us. So we have some of that out in Black Mountain as well, but that center is primarily for local artists and even national artists to come and take some classes with us and have bigger glass experiences. We have a gallery there too. The gallery is the heart of the Glass Center in many ways, because we represent over 80 local glass artists in this space. And it's an economic driver for them. It gets their work out into the open. And it allows us to really highlight some of the incredible talent in the region.
Well, and that's what I was thinking when I walked through here, because I knew it was an education space, and I thought, I'm going to see student work. This is not student work. This is high level, high quality, complicated, just beautiful, imaginative pieces.
That's right. And it's everything from functional wear, like a cup, to maybe something a bit more sculptural, like these pieces that you see right here. So a little bit something for everyone, if you're not a collector or if you are.
Well, and I don't think with glass that you have to be, because it's just so beautiful that you don't need a ton of it. A piece, a vase, a plate, something It's great if you can have more, but you don't need it to make a collection.
I think that's totally right.
Yes, I should be on the board.
Well, we do have national board members, so if you're interested.
So do you ever think to yourself, I've been around it so much, I need to get my hands on it?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think I hit a wall with fundraising last year at some point, getting the new glass center open. And I walked into the studio and I said to the artist who was sitting at the bench, let me help you. I don't know what I'm doing, but teach me if you want, because I want to play. I want to play with this material that I advocate for. And so I've started to get to know glass that way. I'm not an artist. I am an artist, but not a glass artist by training. So it's been so fun getting into the studio with many of the artists that we have at the Glass Center and learn new things, like how to take glass out of the furnace and how to blow through a pipe and how to shape something with a pair of what are called jacks. They look like tweezers.
Well, and we're going to see some of that. We're going to see some flame working.
You're going to see some flame working today. Yeah.
Okay.
Our hot shop, where all the glass blowing happens, is currently closed here, but we'll go next door to the flame shop where Suzanne is working at a torch.
I think we should go.
Let's go see Suzanne.
Let's go see some flame. The North Carolina Glass Center owns several bays of their building, so it made sense to give the Flame Workshop its own space right next door.
Now we are in the North Carolina Glass Center Flame Shop, which is where torch work is done. And Suzanne here, who is one of our artists extraordinaires, who has work in the gallery as well.
I can tell by the beauty of her work.
Is actually drawing on a glass sculpture with threads of glass. So you see that tiny needle-like thing in her hand? So she's sketching on the glass with that right now.
Wow.
And creating motifs and faces, and looks like there's some birds down there. What are you drawing right now, Suzanne?
I am making a mushroom with a face.
A mushroom with a face.
A mushroom with a face.
Because all mushrooms are faces.
So a lot of glass artists use torches to make smaller work, like beads or pendants for necklaces, even small cups or tiny vases. So there's a whole lot of things you can do on the torch. Suzanne also teaches with us on Fridays, which is today. She'll have a student in here in just a little bit, and the student will get an opportunity to do what Suzanne's doing right now.
Wow. So almost it's like layering. You're putting a layer on.
Yeah, so I put base colors on first, and then the lines pretty much go on last. Especially if it's like a marble, I have to do the lines last so they stay straight. This guy wobbles until I get it back on. But so the eyes on it makes a big difference.
So how long have you been doing this?
I've been working with soft glass for almost 20 years.
Ooh. Well, no wonder you're so precise. And it's such detailed work. Well, since I'm a beader, I'm always very interested in beads and one of a kind, right? And I'm assuming you can sort of get it the same one after another, but it's never going to be exact. It's not that kind of an artwork, right?
That's right. And I think that's one of the valuable parts of coming to the Asheville area in general, is there are so many one-of-a-kind handmade works of art, things that are not made in a factory, not necessarily production-based, but made with hands locally.
Yes. Well, it's nice to know that it's not dying.
Yeah.
That traditions are kept alive, that people do this for years and years and perfect the art, and it just continues to go on. They teach the next generation.
Yeah.
And so we don't lose working with our hands. AI is not taking it over.
That's right.
Not yet.
With deep roots in Western North Carolina, Asheville is home to hundreds of studio glass artists. And you never know. Take a class or two, and you could be next. Now you might be thinking, we've already seen so much fabulous art. Can there possibly be any more?
And the answer would be a resounding yes, but not until next time. So stick around.